Well, hello, everybody. I hope everyone is doing wonderfully today. Happy Sunday. Um, let's do this. Here we go. All right. Hi, my name is Sophie. In case y'all don't know, welcome to Starry Tarot. Um, Someone just walked past the window and sneezed, and it caught me off guard. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, morning, day, wherever you are in the world. I am your friendly tarot reader. I am using the. I know it is the middle of summer right now, but I felt compelled to use my Hocus Pocus tarot deck. So that's what we're doing tonight. Um, those kind of vibes. I can answer any of your questions, with the exception of medical or legal questions. All of my donation information can be found at the top of the chat and in the description of the video. And I'm going to, and throughout the chat, once the night bot gets here, I am not just your average tarot reader. No, I am your average tarot reader. I'm more than that. I'm also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. If that is I need my glasses. What is going on? If that is something that you are interested in, please let me know. That is definitely one service that I offer. Another that I offer is I do past life regression readings. Again, utilizing tarot. Also utilizing my connection with spirit and my many years of studying past life regression therapy. And you can ask, the intent is up to you. It doesn't have to be something that's most relevant to your life now. It could be anything, any question that you have about regarding a past life of yours. Anything that you want to be exemplified or illuminated or explained in some way. I do answer a lot of romance questions, a lot of career questions, a lot of spiritual questions. Going back to the romance part, I offer soulmate readings, soulmate confirmation readings. Those don't have to be romantic though. Our soulmates are not, entirely romantic or exclusively romantic, I should say. They're not. And that can be described in a number of ways. We can read it in a number of ways. We can directly ask your spirit guides if they give their blessing, they give their consent. We can ask spirit if this person, if this individual is supposed to be in your life, if they're serving your highest purpose. Kind of similar to the past life reading. You can but you can definitely tailor it to what you are seeking. I also suggest, if you are curious about somebody's regards to you, what their opinions are of you, I offer a thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread. Some people call it the OG love reading. That's what a lot of people call it for a while. I often refer to it as just the TFI reading. But it basically answers 3 questions in one. Obviously, not just their thoughts, not just their feelings, but also their intentions, as well as their general energies and yours. Excuse me. And that is at no additional donation amount. It's just a suggestion for one of the types of readings that I offer. I also offer private readings. I offer 2 different types of private readings. I do them by appointment only, via Zoom, and it's just you and myself talking one-on-one. And you can give me as much context, as much backstory as you like. It does help me, and it invariably helps you. And it's great if you're, it's especially great if you're dealing with something particularly complex, if you're dealing with multiple issues. There's no limit to how long we can figure things out, or how long we can talk, and how many questions we can answer is up to you. We just get to the bottom of things, and it is a wonderful experience. I also offer private readings offline as well. Of course, they're, well, not offline, but off the live stream. I do them over, and for no additional donation amount. I offer them either over Instagram, over DMs. I do voice messages, or I can type it out via email if that's something that you would like, either for reasons of discretion, privacy, or if I'm not online and you have an immediate question that you need to have answered. I always have a deck of cards on me. The official turnaround time is 24 hours, but I can usually get to you within 1 to 3 hours. That is the usual. What else? I think that might be it with my whole spiel. So yeah, the donation queue is currently open. So whoever donates first will be next. I know I'm on a little bit later than I normally go on. Last night I had, thank you, Mercury retrograde. I had some technical difficulties with my first. I went on 3 times last night. First 2 times were flop, third time was a charm. But YouTube only gives you 3 notifications every 24 hours, so I had to wait till 7 tonight until I could go on, although it kind of worked out because today has been a very hectic, busy day, but productive. And, I feel like I had something else to say, but I don't think I do, so I will be quiet now. And yeah, let me know if you have a question. I would love to read for you. I am leaving. I will be gone from Monday to tomorrow morning to Friday morning. However, I will likely be going live. I don't know how often, just due to internet wonkiness out in the desert. But I will be on. Hi, Teresa. Oh my gosh, girl, of course. Thank you so much for your reading. That was very, very insightful. Very, very insightful. In fact, a lot of the cards you pulled, I know that 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands, I can't tell you, right next to each other, I can't tell you how many. Hi, Debbie. How are you, hon? I can't tell you how many times the 2 and the 3 of Wands I see right next, not for like my questions, but for everybody. I see it all the time. I don't know if you've noticed this, Teresa, but it happened like 3 times yesterday. It happens at least once a week. 2 and 3 of Wands next to each other. And to me, they're very similar cards. I don't know how you feel, but I feel like some cards have very, like, have kind of, they're not like twins, but they have very similar meanings. And I feel like 2 of Wands has a lot of similarities to 3. I mean, 2 is decision making, 3 is patience, but if you look at the art on the cards, they're just so similar. I mean, at least what they definitely share is surveying, looking out, like surveying one's kingdom, surveying the land, assessing the situation. Debbie, are you familiar with Teresa's channel? Have you checked her out? She's an amazing reader. She is awesome. And she also reads reversals, which we love. I personally really love. But yeah, she's a great reader. You should definitely check her out. What was I gonna say? It's been happening a lot today. It has No, not yet. Okay, well, we'll definitely do when you get the chance. She's great. She's awesome. Um, so racking my brain for what I was going to say. Oh yeah, Teresa. The reading that you suggested to me. Um, what was her name? 420. I've never heard that. I've never heard that phrase. What was her name? 420 brain. I like that. I like that. Sadly, no, it's not 420 brain today. I am a firm believer. I'm sorry. I don't know, what science says about it, but they say that cannabis is bad for your memory. It's only short term. It's only when the cannabis is in your system. I have the craziest memory. I have such specific memory. I'm very, very high memory levels for someone who imbibes in 420. um, but yeah, I like that. I like that. What was her name? 420 brain. Yeah, I loved that suggestion that you gave me, Teresa, and I did it. And I will share it with you afterwards. Um, I love that spread. Um, I don't want to copy you though. I would love to offer that spread, but I don't want to copy you. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I'd love to look into more because I really I've always just freestyled things with my readings, and I'm sure you've done a lot too. Unless did you make up that reading, or was that something that you found? I have 420 brain. What is the name you want me to check out? The name that I want you to check out. What was her name? Oh, I thought that was like a phrase you were saying, like when you can't remember something. Like, what was her name? 420 brain. I get you, girl. In the Garden Tarot, Miss Teresa here. That's her. That's her channel. I'm glad I just created. You created it. Oh, okay, you make it up. That's really cool. That's really cool. Um, that's extremely cool. I Yeah, I need to build on that a little more. I mean, I don't. Well, I guess it's essentially because I get my answers and I have my connection with tarot, but it's just, offering more menu options to people and yeah, yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like my thoughts, feelings, and intention spread is I want to start doing. I can do channeled messages. Hey everybody, I can do channeled messages from people, which is kind of like, I guess it's kind of like thoughts, feelings, and intentions, but not entirely. Um, but those are usually quite enjoyed by people. Um, I sorry, I just blanked out. I clearly need to hydrate. Oops. I got some new incense today. That's always exciting. Some more Palo Santos. Huh. Have you thought about doing automatic writing messages? I've seen people do that with good results. Automatic writing messages. That doesn't involve tarot, does it? Is that where you how does that work again? I've heard of it, but I think I know what it is, but I'm not entirely sure. I've developed an interest in divining rods. For a while I didn't quite trust them. But a friend of the channel, another reader, she uses them. Plucky Little Poppet is her name. She's great, and she uses cards and divining rods. Know what I've seen tarot readers do. Interesting, interesting. I gotta check that out. Yeah, I've been drawn to divining rods. I should get me a pair. Um, And I think my mom uses. I think my mom has some. Um, but from my experiences with them, they have been wildly accurate. Just for extra confirmation. But yeah. If there was another, I mean, tarot is just my heart. I love the cards. I'm a reader. I love reading. I love cards. Um, but I would like to implement another tool that I was drawn to, and that is one that I'm drawn to. Oh no. Debbie, if you actually, I don't know if you can, you probably, I know that I can because it's my channel. Okay, so I'm on a different account. Let's see here. Oh, also, because it can be hard yeah, it can be hard to just search. I've had that problem too, Debbie. The reason why it was so easy for me to just click was because when I'm on my own account, from my live stream, I can click on anyone's um, username and look at their channel, um, which is what I did with Teresa. Um, you open a separate window. That might help. I could also just send you the link to that is no problem. I'm still, girl, I am still just like, my mind is still blown regarding your great grandma. I was thinking about that earlier today. That's just wild. I love hearing those stories from trustworthy sources, obviously. Absolutely, absolutely, will do. Here, I can probably do it right now. Uh, yeah, yeah. I can only imagine. Yeah, your mom too. Did you tell any of your other family members? Okay, how do this? Okay, I'm sending it to you now, Debbie, over Instagram, okay? There we go. Okay. I think there's one that's really similar. Like, I think it's only missing one word, something like garden tarot. That, that was, and I think it still is an issue for me, that when you type in starry-eyed tarot, there's another starry-eyed tarot, even though I have the name perfectly, like in my address, like for my channel, it's youtube.com/c/starry-eyed tarot. But there's another, if you type in starry-eyed tarot, there's another one who comes up. She has like 3 subscribers, and like I don't even think she has any videos. I think it's like a personal account. Um, Actually, now I'm curious. It's kind of like, so I get emails. So my email is my full name, and I get emails from the other Sophie. Well, my name's right there. My name is Sophie Halton. I get email. There's a Sophie Halton in England who works for the BBC. I get emails for her all the time. There's one in New Zealand, but the one in England, I know, like, I know she works for the BBC. I know she recently had a baby, or no, she's pregnant. And I recently got an email from it was like a Lamaze coach or something to that effect. I'm like, okay, I know this isn't for me. And I emailed her back. I was like, I believe this is for the Sophie Halton who currently resides in the UK. Am I correct? She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why. It is interesting because I've been told, because it's sophie.halton@gmail.com. I don't know what, I guess she's got to have some kind of Sophie Halton at Gmail. Maybe it's just Sophie Halton without the dot, but I heard that the dot doesn't matter. Maybe if she has an underscore. I have no idea, but it is very, I'd like to meet her. I would really actually, would like to know her email and just like be like, hey, like, hello you, I'm British too. Your name is my name too. Maybe we're related. Yeah, yeah. Your family is originally from Maine. Oh, interesting. Cool, cool. Yeah, Halton is a very British name. I've never met any Haltons here. And it's interesting because if I get like spam calls or if I'm talking to like, you know, to someone who doesn't know my name, hi, Miss Halton. I get that a lot, Miss Halton. I'm like, why would it be Halton? There's Walton, there's Dalton. Do you say Walton or Dalton? Like, it's Halton, like, right? I think that's pretty obvious, but no tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. See, yes, our family has a text chain, and we call our chat the Witches of Maine, and yes, everyone of us are reeling also. Oh, wow. Okay. I was gonna say, that's cool. I'm like, what is that? I wasn't gonna say it, but in my mind, I'm like, I don't know what that is relevant to. Okay, now I know. Sorry, I missed that. Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, that's big news. That is big news. Um, for sure. Wait, what was I just doing? Yeah, I don't know how I would react. I would react positively if that happened to me, but it would, yeah, it would certainly take a while to process and just, yeah, wow, that's incredible. Oh, of course, love, of course. Yeah, I know it's a little late now. I'm so sorry. Yeah, absolutely, love. Sleep well, sleep well, and I need to respond to your email for sure. Um, yeah, yeah, interesting stuff. Mercury retrograde. Good Lord. Um, yeah. Bye. Sleep well, Miss Teresa. Yeah, I got to bed a little late last night myself. And I'm leaving like at dawn tomorrow, so I was like, I might just stay up all night. The website, I don't know if you're still on, Teresa, but real quickly, the website that I work for, the other website, I'm featured all week. I'm like on the front page, so, and I'm out of town, so I've got to configure my laptop, make sure I can go on. Definitely go on tonight. Um, yeah, I gotta do that. I got a few things I gotta do before I go. I think I'm taking care of most of it, but yeah. You leave a week from Wednesday. Nice, nice. Where are you going again? You're going to the lake or something? Deb, how you doing, girl? How's your weekend been? To go to Maine! Maine, of course, where your family is. I've never been to Maine. I've never been. Would like to go. I've heard it's... No, not Maine. That's New Hampshire. I've heard New Hampshire is a wild place. And all the people I've met from New Hampshire, very interesting people. Cool people, but, like, very different. It's been pretty good and peaceful. Nice! That's what's up, Deb. That is what's up. Pretty good and peaceful. It's been good. It's been good. Had a great week. And I had a few things I needed to take care of yesterday. Oh no, yesterday I had work. I'm sorry, I had the guild that I work for. We do a fundraising thing about like 3 times a year, and it's a really cool experience. And I did that yesterday, and worked when I came on here in the evening, and today I took care of my car. Registration was due. I had to get it smogged. Fun, exciting stuff. Well, you have a place to stay in Connecticut. Oh, Debbie, that's so sweet. Thank you. I love Connecticut. Now that's a state I know. I used to visit my best friend in college. I mean, he was from here. I knew him like in high school. He was a couple years younger than me, but I knew him for years. And he went to school at Wesleyan in Connecticut. So I would go visit him a lot. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We would go to Connecticut, go to Boston, go to New York. It was fun. Good times, good times. I once met someone who, this is not a joke. I did meet them. It was, rest in peace, my friend Katie's ex-boyfriend. She was dating a guy in New Jersey, he lived in New Jersey, and they had this friend group that consisted of like maybe up to 10 people. They lived in New Jersey. My friend went out to visit them from California, and they were like, let's take her to New York. This is not a lie. Only 2 of them had been to New York before. They'd never been, like, 7 or 8 of them had never been to New York City, and they lived in New Jersey, which is literally, like, on the border. Even if you live a little farther out in New Jersey, I guess that's just the California in me, like, that drive, okay, yeah, maybe it takes, if you're in the farthest reaches of New Jersey, tops maybe 2 hours. That just seemed crazy to me. Most of New England and New York and New Jersey are all day trips. Yeah, exactly. I know. It's just a day trip. And these kids had cars, like, and time, like, crazy. I think they were just, they liked their, honestly, the response was just like, well, we like it here. There's, like, I guess they just had no interest to go to New York, which is just, to each their own. Why am I judging? Some people don't like big cities. I do. I love New York. But it's not for everyone. So I'm not hating on them. I just thought it was so interesting. It's the driving thing. Yeah, like they saw like a 2-hour drive. It's just like, no way. Thank you so much, Debbie, for your donation. Yeah, that's what it was. It was like, just like, that's too long of a drive. I'm like, whoa, like you know how far I'm driving tomorrow, Debbie? It is I want to say an 8-hour drive. Maybe 7 or 6 if I can book it. Did I say Debbie or I thought I said Deb? Did I say Debbie? I'm sorry. I thought I said Deb. I meant you, girl. I saw that you donated. Thank you, honey bunny. All right. Please go ahead and post your question. Thank you. You drive to Florida all the time by yourself. That's what's up. That is what's up. It's a long drive. It's a long drive, but I like driving. That's another thing, is I like driving. I love road trips. Yeah. I love solo road trips, friend road trips, romantic road trips. They're all fun. Except when you get stuck in kind of a dicey town sometimes and, have a lot of options for places to stay. What are my ex-Scorpio Brendan's current feelings, thoughts, and intentions? Okay, let's see. He's a Scorpio. And you are a Sagittarius, right, Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? Virgo, I'm sorry, honey. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? I used to be better at remembering people's signs. I'm getting better at remembering people's names. Like, if their name isn't in their username, I'll know it. Debbie, you are a Taurus, I want to say. Oh, I'm probably getting this wrong. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Brendan's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Deb? No, Walter is. Oh, you're in Aries. Okay. Yeah, I usually remember signs. I guess I come off as a fire sign. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, yeah. Do you have fire in your chart, Deb? We have Four of Wands reversed. Two of Pentacles reversed. The Chariot. Ace of Wands reversed. And Queen of Cups. Okay. First things first. You don't mostly earth and water. Interesting. Your Saturn is in Aries, though. Okay. Let's start with your current energies, Deb. We have this Four of Wands reversed. I don't want to. I mean, you said he's your ex. You guys are no longer together. Four of Wands upright is a union between two folks. In its reverse form, it can be a breakup. It can also be a fear of like being seen in public with that person. I don't know if you have that. It could just be, you guys are apart and that disconnected energy is on your mind, or not on your mind, but it has come to mind recently. Sorry, one sec here. I realize these were. Oops, see me a little better, and sorry about that. Okay. Why wouldn't seen in public? Why wouldn't he want that? No, I didn't mean he didn't. Girl, these are your general. I said these are your general energies. We start with your general energies. No, I didn't say that he was afraid to be seen with you in public. That's not it. And that's just one of the, because I'm reading your energies and I want to know. So and so there's, as you know, there's a few different meanings for every card depending on the situation. So I was trying to just figure out, like, would you not want to be seen with him? Or is it just the fact that the two of you are apart and he's popped on into your brain because you haven't seen him in a while? His general energies, we have the Queen of Cups, which I like, but not with the rest of these cards. And I need some, I actually want some clarity on this because I have a few theories as to why this is showing up. Okay. Thank you, book. Yeah, Queen of Cups is healing. How long ago did you guys did things end between you? He's definitely not embarrassed to be seen with you in public. But he was really, and I don't know what happened, why things ended, but he was really upset. He was really saddened, and when things did end, and I'm expecting you to say, what? He did this, that, and the other. He did that, blah, blah, blah. He knew what he was doing. He was in the wrong. And even if that's the case, he feels badly about that. He knows that he screwed up. He lost you. And his energy right now is of healing, of refilling that cup emotionally. His thoughts, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. We've been broken up for 3 to 4 years, but we stay in contact. Okay. 3 to 4 years. Do you know if he's dated anyone since then? If he's been single this whole time, I really feel like you really made a mark on him. And that was a long, yeah, I don't know how long you guys dated. He definitely, you know, he's not mad at you or anything like that. He doesn't have any, like, bad feelings towards you at all. But there is an element of healing here. His thoughts towards you, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. He thinks that it would be very impossible to balance you back into his life. And I'm getting a sense of fear too, when it comes to starting something again romantically. And I'll get to that in a moment. I'll tell you why I'm sensing that and feeling that and seeing that. His feelings, we have the Chariot. He feels as though you have moved on emotionally. Because I moved, he thinks it's hard. Yeah, okay. And that also explains the Chariot too. You've moved. You've moved on. Literally, you moved away. Wow. Thank you. That's why I love clarification. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. And I think part of that is assumptions. Like, I don't know how much you've moved on from him emotionally. But that explains a whole lot with the Chariot. Yeah, you moved away. And it also further explains this Two of Pentacles reversed. And this Ace of Wands reversed. Okay. Yeah, and the Queen of Cups. He absolutely does have a cup of affection for you. For sure. But yeah, it would be very difficult to maintain a long distance romantic connection unless both of you had the funds to do so, to see each other regularly, and the time to see, and the energy, to see each other regularly. It's really, really hard. But it doesn't negate his feelings for you. And I've been in a similar situation, where it was just the distance was too much, but we both still had feelings for each other. But we tried, but in trying, we both realized how difficult it was. He shows he still cares. Yeah, I can sense that. His intentions, we have the Ace of Wands reversed. If you were to be closer to him, and I see this here, if you were to be closer to him, I think he would consider getting back together with you. But so long as the two of you are physically apart, he doesn't want to light the candle again. He doesn't want to start something new with you again, at this time. Still holds a torch, still holds that torch for you, that wand. But he's afraid to light it again. you know. And it's interesting, because I said torch and he doesn't want to light the torch again. It's interesting because this deck, the wands are called candles, and I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice this because the card was reversed, but she's holding a candle that's lit in its reverse form. Yeah, the candle is still there. He's still holding that candle, that torch for you. He's still holding it, but he's afraid to light it again. And by lighting it, I mean, you know, starting again in a romantic connection. He's given up. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. So you guys have been talking for, you said, what, 3 to 4 years? And I think I asked if he had, hi Maggie, welcome. I think I asked if he had dated anyone since then. He was supposed to be my person. Oh, I'm so sorry, Deb. This is what I'm feeling, especially the fact that you two still speak to one another regularly. Um, and I'm trying my best not to compare this to a situation that I was in, but it sounds very similar to one that I was in, where I don't want to say he's given up. I actually think that he holds out hope that you guys are going to be close to one another, like you're going to move back. He's not going to move there, but I do think he's hoping that you move back. Yeah, he had another person after me. How long but it didn't last very long. I feel like he's having a very hard time moving on. Especially, and I know, wait, you guys broke up though, but did you guys break up? You guys broke up specifically because, when did you break up? Before you moved? Is that why you guys broke up? And they dated for two years? Okay, okay. Only 2 years. Wow. 2 years is like a long time, I feel, with a lot of people that I know. Like 2 years would be like, wow, that's like a long time. Relationships are, I don't know, a lot of people are, don't stay together for too long. But 2 years is a decent amount of time to get to know someone and know if you want to be with them. And clearly it just, didn't work ultimately. Best of luck to both of them, but starting, um, you moved last year. Okay. We still have a strong connection. No, we broke up way before I moved. I moved last year. Okay, okay. Interesting. And you don't have to tell me why you guys broke up. I was, yeah, I'm sure she was. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, you don't have to tell me why you guys broke up. But there was something else I was gonna say regarding that. And it's left my brain again. Yeah, I don't know why you guys broke up, but I feel like that there is a factor there as well. I don't know if you recall me saying that I felt a sense of fear from him, um, in terms of starting something again because of mind games and toxic stuff. Oh, okay. That's no bueno. That's not good. Um, so you had your reasons. And perhaps, I don't know if she broke up with him, this other girl, or if he broke up with her, but toxicity and mind games aren't good. Not healthy, not sustainable. And if he's playing those, if that's how he's operating, he's not gonna be able to find something sustainable. Um, he sounds like he needs to work on himself a lot, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know him personally, but and nobody's perfect. Everybody's got their flaws. Probably for similar reasons or other stuff. Yeah, yeah. Um, Yeah. Sounds like he's good. He's good as a friend. You know, he's not a bad man. Sorry about the noise. In past readings, it used to show up that karma happened to both of you, or to him, or to you. And we just received a donation. Thank you so much, Philomena. Good to see you, sweetheart. To him from 2021 to 2022. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I had no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. You just said that karma happened. I'm not, girl, I'm not suggesting things. I don't know. Why would I deserve karma? I have no idea, girl. Karma befalls all of us. You know what I mean? Karma, it really, I mean, even for the smallest things, it ups and downs, you know, we're human beings. But, and I've been told, you know, in readings, like, oh, karmic this, karmic that. Sometimes it's mine, sometimes it's someone else. I'm not accusing anything. I was just curious. I'm the one that put more effort in than him. Oh, yeah, yeah. Like like Six of Pentacles reversed, or Nine of Wands reversed, where it's just like, yeah, one person's putting in more of the effort. Yeah, that's not good. And if he was, and if he recognized that too, that's definitely that's definitely deserving of some karma, because that's just not, as I like to say, that's not the right behavior. And I'm sorry, honey, I wasn't accusing you of being, you know, of deserving bad karma or anything at all. No, no, no. Karma also works. I don't like to think it works through past lives, but they say it do. They say it do. I don't know, but it works in mysterious ways. But it definitely does work, and it's definitely real. And I was talking about this last night with another client in regards to like negative spell work. Like, when someone wants to take karma into their own hands, that's when the knife will turn, you know? He came back saying he missed me and still valued me. Okay. Oh, recently? He called me his wife after it didn't work out with the girl after me. But did he ask you to be his wife? Did he ask you to marry him? You said he's a Scorpio? I'm getting Aries energy from him for some reason. Not recently, it was after. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, like I said, Deb, I mean, he does, you know, you attract Scorpios. I actually never dated a Scorpio. No, wait, no. My first boyfriend was a Scorpio, so it was stupid. My high school boyfriend. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I do think that he definitely has deep fond affections for you. Oh no, I believe you. I believe you, hun. I just I just, you know, you said toxicity, mind games. Part of that is saying things that people want to hear. And as much as I believe that he has really strong affections for you, if a guy were to say, was to just start calling me his wife and didn't get down on his knees and say, darling, will you marry me first? I would legit be like, don't call me that. Like, put a ring on it first, honey. Like, then we can talk. But to just call you his wife, I don't know. That's what's the word I'm looking for? It almost seems kind of manic, girl. Yeah, yeah. Um, I was in another tarot channel once, and there was a gentleman on there who used to come to my channel, and he was just obsessed with his ex-wife who left him for reasons he wouldn't say. And he was just obsessed and would be like, and the reader was like, if you could talk to her right now, what would you say? And he said, I asked her to marry me right now. And she was like, seriously? He was like, yes, absolutely. She's like, okay, if if my ex called me like 5 years later and said, be my wife right now, I wouldn't take you seriously. Like, call, if you do want to get back together with her, call her, try to mend things, and then you go down that road. But thank you so much, Philomena. Thank you, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. But yeah, it's almost like manic energy. And I'm not saying he doesn't want to marry you. But if he really, really, really wanted to marry you, he would have gotten down on his knees and asked. And I don't know his situation in terms of how easy it would be to visit you, or if he's even suggested coming to visit you. But I would like to think he would. I was thinking that. Yeah, I was thinking that. I don't like to diagnose things, but it just seems very manic energy. Yeah, yeah. And that's very, very difficult to deal with and to live with. I mean, it can be great. I have a friend who suffers from bipolar, and she's great when she's like in her good place, but when it's down, it's just like absolutely different person, and it's really hard. CB is worse. What's CB? Philomena, are you there, girl? Oh, the guy. Yeah. I thought CB was like some disorder or something. Yep. Oh yeah. No, I should have mentioned that. It didn't even cross my mind. No, it's not at that level. Not at that level, but it's very. We can see the similarities, you know. And it's good to be able to recognize those, because it's very difficult being with some. Can you please hold on one moment, please? I will be right back. Philomena, please go ahead and post your question. Thank you. Sorry about that. He said he loved you. He's saying he loved me the other day, and now he's no longer interested, and I'm the toxic one. Yeah, that's that guy's off the chain. You're still talking to him, or what's going on there? I don't know where Philomena went. I forgot to add the other day, he also added that he feels sad for me and that I'm not his type anymore, but he's the one that asked me for money. Good Lord, the crap that comes out of this man's mouth is just unfreaking believable. He's such a child. He's such a child. What is that? You're not my type anymore. Okay. You're not my type anymore. So what? All of a sudden, the type that he had, and you know, a lot of us have types, and I have a type. It's been the same type for like ever. That doesn't just go away. Like, I've had bad experiences with the guys that are my type, but I still, not personality. I mean, the type physically, like, I have a very specific type, and personality-wise, but then sometimes you find out some extra parts of their personality that aren't so favorable. Last night talking about, last night talking about how he misses me and wants to see me so bad. So you talked to him so you still talk to him regularly? He's just up and down. My goodness. It's laughable at this point. You can't make me upset. I hope this doesn't come off sounding rude, because I'm not trying to be rude at all. I mean this completely sincerely. Why do you still talk to him? Or should you, what? Yeah, why do you still talk to him? Like, is he funny? Like, do you guys have like nice conversations otherwise, or is it all just like vitriol like this? Because geez Louise, oh my goodness, thank you so much, Wendy, for your donation, girl. Good to see you. How are you this evening? Because I don't want to turn my back completely on him. Hi, Philomena. I'm doing well. Thank you, Wendy. Hi, Philomena. Please post your question. Thank you. He's up and down. I think he's manic. I have a soft spot for some reason. I have a heart. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I hear you, love. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. But only he can help himself, you know. And yeah, so long as it's, you know, really not hurting you, which like you said, it's just laughable at this point. Yeah. I hear you, love. Love life the month of August. You got it, Philomena. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Oh, Philomena, did you go on that date with that guy? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Philomena anticipate in love for the month of August? Yeah. I don't take offense. I know it's questionable. I'm the toxic one, according to him. You are not. Yeah. That's in his opinion, and his insight means little to nothing. Yeah. No. And it's interesting, girl, because you know he's calling you the toxic one. That's mirroring. That's narcissists do that. The people who call, I know this sounds bad because I do say, you know, I notice narcissism in people, but I don't accuse, like I knew a narcissist once, and they accused everyone else of being a narcissist. And I'm like, oh, that's that mirror thing. And then I looked it up, and it's actually true. It's a deflection. It's deflection. It's deflection. All right, honey. And I forgot to thank you. Thank you so much, Deb, for your donation. We have the World reversed, Philomena. We have Page of Pentacles, the Fool, Ace of Wands reversed. Interesting. To the first cards, and Seven of Swords reversed. Okay. Nope, I cut off communication before that. He said he makes effort once he makes sure that's the person he wants. And I told him, well, good luck with that. Yeah, for sure. I understand, Philomena. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is definitely, so this is very interesting. So the Fool is the first card in the Major Arcana, and the Ace of Wands is the first card in the Minor Arcana. I see these two cards next to each other all the time. Usually both upright or both reversed, but in this case we have one upright, one reversed. There is absolutely possibility, strong possibility for a new relationship next month. With this Fool card, that's the beginning. Like I said, it's the very first card in the entire deck of tarot cards. It's the beginning of a journey. It's taking that leap of faith. It's stepping out into the unknown. It's, you know, even though we have our fears of the unknown, we have our fears of change, the Fool is actually extremely wise and understands that, you know, there may be risks, there may be hardship, there may be, but if he doesn't take that leap of faith, then that also prevents the opportunity for positive things to happen. Wendy, I think we talked about this when it comes to dating. It's tough. You've got to, I mean, yeah, it's tough in a variety of ways, for sure. And Spirit is saying that it's 100% in your hands here with this Page of Pentacles. I would definitely continue. I don't know if you're still like on dating apps or anything like that. But I would definitely continue with that. Seven of Swords reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. Sorry, I was just thinking, nope, I'm not on dating apps. It's not for me. Okay. I need some clarity here. This is a little confusing because we've got this Fool, but we've got this Ace of Wands reversed. I want to look into that real quick. Yeah, the thing is, Ace of Wands is often indicative of delays. Or it could also be, I think hesitancy is a better way of looking at this. Because I know you're looking for your forever person. I know 100%, and that's the only thing you're looking for, and I totally understand that and respect that 100%. You want someone who you can spend the rest of your life with. And yeah, I mean, the way that dating is, you know, you're trying to find someone who you're gonna spend hopefully the rest of your life with, although not everyone is on the same page on dating apps. But you know, you need to get to know someone before before you make that decision. And that's where the difficulty comes in. Is, you know, you can talk to someone on the phone as long as you want, but, you know, until you meet in person, it's really, really important to get that in person, either confirmation or lack of confirmation. And that's where this Fool comes in here, is stepping into the unknown. And you don't have to step into the unknown if you don't want to. But it often does result in really, really magnificent things. Sorry, one moment, please. I need some clarification here too. Yeah, I think I rather meet people in person. Dating apps are for me. Yeah, I was just going to say, I think for you, Philomena, I think meeting someone organically, you know, I would be ideal for you. Because yeah, you never quite know how well you can trust what people are saying. I guess that could be said for meeting people in real life. But going back to what I said earlier, the most important part is seeing that person face to face, you know, and when that is the first point of contact face to face, I think it's easier to confirm, like, if this person is really like a potential candidate to be your long-term partner. Yeah, Spirit. And we just received a donation from Mia. Thank you, Mia. I'll add you in just a second. Spirit's, yeah, Spirit is acknowledging with this World Reversed card, that your desire for a partner, also your frustrations, and it's not that you feel incomplete or not whole without a partner, but it is something that I think most people want in life. People need people, and Spirit even knows that. They want to see us happy with someone else, if that's something that we want, which most people do. And the Seven of Swords reversed is, to me, this goes back to what we were talking about with the dating app thing, and how they're probably not for you, at least not at this point. In terms of how dating apps are going to change over the years, guaranteed, everything does. But at least right now, they're not working for you, and I hear you. I see that with this Seven of Swords reversed. There's more transparency when you meet someone in person. You mentioned it before in the past. Not everyone looks like their photos, for one. Not every guy is honest about his height. I once went on a date with a guy who said he was 5'8", and I was like, and I'm a shorty, I'm 5'4", so I was like, that's as short as I will go. That is as short as I will go. It's 5'8". I'm 5'4" on a good day. I was wearing my Doc Martens, which give me maybe an inch. I was an inch taller than him. So that means that he is actually 5'5". Why would you lie about that? Why even put your height at all if you're just a shorter guy? Like, it's lying about something that petty is red flag number one, you know? And when you meet someone in person, that kind of stuff is irrelevant. You see what they look like, you know what they, know how they present themselves. They're not, especially if you meet someone spontaneously. Prior to a date, there's, people sometimes orchestrate themselves or plan to present themselves in a particular way to make, in a way that makes them feel that they seem, most attractive to or ideally attracted to for other people, putting on one's best face. But oftentimes that can be short-lived, and it could be a facade. You know, like I said, face. It can just be not real. I do love this Fool. I love this Fool card, Page of Pentacles. It is most definitely a possibility, and I do think with this Ace of Wands right next to it, I hear you. I don't think dating apps are ideal for you right now. And you have no problem meeting gentlemen out and about in real life. I, on the other hand, too, I have a very hard time. But you go out a lot, and you're absolutely stunning, and you know, people are drawn to your energy and who you are. And I think that would be best for you. And are you planning on traveling at all next month? Or are you taking time off or anything? Because yeah, I do think meeting someone organically would be ideal for you now. I do. I think it's great that you gave it another shot. You're not okay. I think it's great that you gave dating apps another shot, but you know, didn't work for you, and you know, but you also, you know, you know, men do approach you in real life, and that Fool card is about, you know, taking that leap of faith, and also about, you know, living your best life, and doing the things that bring you joy, spending time with friends, going out, etc. But most importantly, starting that new chapter with someone. So I'm confused on this reading. How will my love life be like next month? It's saying that it's possible that you will meet someone. Nothing is completely set in stone, Philomena. There's free will. Time is relative. Spirit isn't saying Philomena is going to meet the love of her life next month. That's not what they said. We had the Fool, we had the Ace of Wands reverse. They said that it is absolutely possible. It is a possibility for you to meet someone next month. But with the Page of Pentacles, it's also in your hand. And when I say it's in your hand, Pentacles being work, work, effort, investments, putting things in and getting a return, and seeking as well. The Page is the seeker. So I, you know, continue seeking. I would eschew the dating apps. I know you already have. But I would definitely, you know, focus on leisure time over the next month, going out. If you could do like a weekend trip or something, just enjoying yourself and putting yourself out there in the real world as much as possible. I don't think it's going to be difficult for you at all. I know it's not going to be difficult for you to meet a gentleman out in the real world, because it happens all the time. I think it's probably best for you. So it's a possibility that you will meet a gentleman that will definitely that you will be attracted to, and will spark interest in you. But it does, you know, so long as you are putting yourself out there, and I don't mean putting yourself on dating apps. We're going away from that. But you know, putting yourself out there, going out dancing, going out, you know, doing the things that I don't know what the things that you like to do are, but going out and doing those things, enjoying those things, and getting to know people out in the real world, and yeah, there's absolutely a possibility. Absolutely. Spirit is not saying that there's nothing that's going to be happening at all. They're saying that so long as you furtively put yourself out there, and you know, show yourself to the world, then there's a very high possibility that you would meet not just one, but possibly multiple gentlemen. And with that, you want options too, which is really good. But yeah, no, it's that Page of Pentacles. It's very much in your hands, and the Fool card. Yeah, taking that leap of faith. I mean, not if you see red flags. That's, you know, don't do that. But you know, it's more about stepping out into the unknown and embracing the unknown and discovering the unknown. But it is absolutely a possibility. I have done readings where I've said, this isn't the month for you. I'm sorry. I don't mean you, but just in general for other people. Sometimes I'll just say, you know, this, I'm not seeing it in the cards this month. But I am seeing absolutely a possibility, for love for you. I can't say it's set in stone, because it does, Spirit is saying that it does require your effort as well. Just simply just putting yourself out there. But you have a very good chance, love, of finding someone, getting to know someone, and hopefully they will be the one. I wouldn't, honestly, Philomena, I really wouldn't be surprised with that reading that we did, that yearly reading that we did at the very beginning of the year. I believe I told you that you were going to find a really special guy towards the end of this year. It might have been a little later than August, but I definitely have full faith that you will find someone. But, you know, even if, you know, it could have been Spirit was saying that you know, are going to be, you know, possibly you could start a relationship in August, and then by like October you guys are engaged, something along those lines. Because I do see, like, I did see like a major love coming into your life this year towards the end of the year. So it is absolutely a possibility, love. Thank you very, very much, Philomena. I really appreciate you. Miss Wendy, thank you so much for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. There she is. Your friend in London is going through a rough breakup. I'm so sorry. I told her that we can go to some singles events when I get there. What does Spirit want me to know if we were to go to these events? Okay. Yeah, you're going. When are you going again? So you have you're visiting a friend there? That's so fabulous. I love that. Could I get your friend's name? September. That's so exciting. Yay. Charlotte. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about taking Charlotte to singles events in London? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about going to singles events with Charlotte in London? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about going to singles events with Charlotte in London? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about going to singles events with Charlotte in London? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about going to singles events with Charlotte in London? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. It's got really, really hot. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about going to singles events with Charlotte in London? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about going to singles events with Charlotte? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about going to singles events with Charlotte in London? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about going to singles events with Charlotte in London? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Wendy need to know about going to singles events in London? I'm guessing Philomena is gone now, but if Philomena is still watching, why did I not think to suggest that? Singles events. Like, speed dating and stuff like that, or like, I don't really know, like, what like, well, I'm sure, like, I can't think of examples, like, really off the top of my head, but of course there's singles events. We have Three of Cups reversed, the High Priestess, Queen of Swords reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, and Four of Swords. Okay. Wow. Yeah, she definitely went. This is a really I don't know how long she was. I don't know how long she was dating this guy for. I guess it doesn't really matter. But damn, did she really? She really is going through it big time. Yeah, yeah. I can see. I don't want to say that going to singles events is going to be bad for her, but I don't think she's ready. Like singles, like when you say single events, do you mean like spaces where singles can meet other singles, or do you mean just like events that don't involve romance? They're mixers at local bars. Okay, that's the issue. Okay, because it's saying that it's not going to be productive. It's not going to be productive, and it's not going to be fun. Three of Cups reversed. It's not going to. Three of Cups is female. I call it the female friendship card. It's the three women celebrating, having fun together, celebrations, good times, enjoyment with one's friends, loved ones. We got it reversed here. Yeah. Seriously, poor Charlotte. She just feels, I'm sure she's told you this, but she just feels that he was the one for her. He's her person with this High Priestess card. High Priestess is also a singles card. It's the High Priestess stands alone. So not only is she standing alone right now, but intuitively, the High Priestess is the keeper of knowledge. Intuitively, she feels that she is still supposed to be with him, or that he was supposed to be her person. Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, she's still bitter. I don't know if there's so many different emotions. There's bitterness. There's resent. There's sadness. There's longing. The Queen of Swords reversed is someone who's not over the past and is not in a space to move forward at this time. She's not over, and that's the problem. She's not over him. So if she did meet someone, that'd be great, but it would purely be rebound. I mean, you've got to be at least a little over someone before you start dating again. I mean, anyone can do whatever they want to do, but just from experience and observation, if there are still very strong, especially if it's been very recent and there's still strong feelings, it's likely just a place mark. And I see that here with Ace of Wands reversed and this Four of Swords. Ace of Wands reversed, yeah, it won't result in a new beginning or a new relationship. Ace of Wands is the first card in the Minor Arcana. And Four of Swords, she needs a break. She needs to take a step back from romance. She needs a break from that. Four of Swords is about healing, taking a step back and meditating and thinking about something. And right now she's not taking a step back and thinking about it. She's just Knight of Swords reversed. She's thinking about it all the time, constantly, as opposed to, there's a reason why they broke up. I don't know what it was, but there was a reason. They're called breakups because they're broken. It doesn't mean that it's permanent for everyone, but oftentimes it can be. But when it ends, we often look through things suddenly through rose-tinted lenses. All of the things that bothered us about the person, he's a manipulator. Yeah. And so she I don't know, either she recognized that and ended things, or he did something and ended things with her. I don't know, but it sounds like there were definite reasons why they shouldn't have been together. And with this Four of Swords, that's something that she's likely not reflecting too much on. I could be wrong, but I know like 6 or 7 people like in my life who are going through breakups right now, and that's like very recently in like long-term relationships. And it's like before they break up, all you hear is they do this, they do that, this pisses me off, that I don't know if I can handle this much longer. Then they break up with the person. The next day it's like, oh, but they were so great and I missed this and that and they did this all the time and they did that. It's like then all of a sudden they start looking at the positives, which obviously didn't outweigh the negatives. If they did, the relationship likely would have continued. But and I don't want you to tell her this either. You know, you need to take a step back and analyze all the bad things. No, because that's not fun. But it's something that when I went through a breakup, one of my earliest breakups that really tore my heart apart, my best friend also went through a breakup like a month before me. So it was like a perfect timing for us to both bring this out of our heads. Like when she would start reminiscing about him and crying about him, I'd be like, do you remember that he did this? And you remember he did that? That and that? Remember that time? Remember this and that? You know? And she would do the same for me. I would, you know, be crying about my ex. She'd be like, wait, but didn't he do this to you? Didn't he do that? Like, you know, I reminded her of all the awful things he did. Yeah. Because she's not in a space to want to think about that now. But it's something that does need to be brought to her attention. I don't know if she sees a therapist or anything, but I'm sure a therapist would probably say something similar, I'm guessing. Just from my experiences, to really look at the whole picture and to not the whole picture, because when we look at the whole picture, not just the idealistic things that we miss, but the reasons why things came to an end, you know? Yeah, she's helped me get over Samuel too. That's what's up. That's what's up. That is exactly what's up. That's wonderful that you guys have each other at this time. Because yeah, I don't know what I would have done without my bestie. Maybe I'll just go alone when I have a free night in London. It'll be an experience. I was going to say, it said nothing. I was hoping it was going to say something about you, but it was saying all about her. I want you to go. I think you're primed to go to some singles events, and love those British guys. Like, whew, yeah, they're that accent. Oh. Yeah, absolutely, girl. Yeah, totally. Cause yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just like, ooh, like, is Wendy gonna find someone? But her energy is just so intense. I don't want to say Spirit is saying don't take her out, but I kind of feel like Spirit is saying that. Like, you don't want to take her there, but I want you to go. I want you to go. And London is so much fun. Oh my gosh. Gotta go back. What was it, 2023 I was last there? Yeah, 2023. Almost 3 years now. Thank you, hun. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, girl. Yes. Oh God, French. Yeah, Frenchman. Absolutely. I am a sucker for Frenchies. I have dated. Yeah, quite a few Frenchies. Not gonna pull a number out, but yeah, I'm a sucker for Frenchies. And it's interesting. I should know. I'll tell you where to go in Paris. I'll message you all the places that I love in Paris that are great for singles. Okay, angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice for her going to singles events in Europe. Angels, messengers, and spirits, please provide Wendy with any advice regarding her attending singles events in Europe. Angels, messengers, and spirits, please provide Wendy with all advice on attending singles events in Europe. Angels, messengers, and spirits, please provide Wendy with advice on attending singles events in Europe. Angels, messengers, and spirits, please provide Wendy with any advice about attending singles bars in Europe. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any advice regarding attending singles bars in Europe. Did I say New York? I think I accidentally did. Europe. Messengers and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any advice regarding attending singles events in Europe. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any advice regarding attending singles events in Europe. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any advice regarding attending singles events in Europe. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any advice regarding attending singles events in Europe. You went to a paper making workshop with a friend today. Oh, that's so cool, Wendy. That is very cool. Oh, girl, Wendy. We need a kiki. I'm going to tell you all the stuff about Paris. All the places to go. Okay, we have the Magician reversed. 10 of Wands. 8 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles reversed. And Queen of Cups reversed. Fast and furious, this 8 of Wands. I think that you'll definitely meet people. You'll definitely converse with people. And there will be interest, there will be attraction. You know, wands are attraction. They're you know, very, very sexual energy there. Attractive energy. But I don't know if any of them are really going to strike your fancy too much with the Magician reversed. I really wish this was upright. I did a reading long ago, years ago, for someone I was about to start dating, and I asked if I was going to be attracted to them when I met them. And first card was the Magician. I got like all these like wands, and I was totally attracted to them when I first met them. The Magician, they had it all. They had it all. You know, they had the wands, the cups, the pentacles, the swords. And I feel like there will be some attraction, of course, but with some fellows, but it might not be like the whole package. I think there's going to be quite a few gentlemen who are going to be barking up your tree with this 10 of Wands. And I do think that you will be attracted to some of them, but I'm getting the sense of it being more of a short fling, which is fine. I don't think that's what you're looking for, though, but vacation, you know, fun stuff. Got it. It'll be fun to just do it for the plot one. Yeah. If exactly. Like just fun vacation, like lighthearted, and which kind of makes sense. You know, it's in if I'm in Europe, when exactly, right, girl? Like when in Rome, when in Paris, absolutely. And it kind of made sense too. You know, we always talk about the difficulties of long-term relationships. This 2 of Pentacles reversed. It's like very difficult to balance something serious into your life. Queen of Cups reversed. Usually a short-term, exciting fling. And though, you know, and you know, you can still keep in touch with those people, and you never know if you know, someone's gonna move closer or things develop, you know. I think with this 8, especially with this 8 of Wands right here in the center, absolutely go. And with no expectations, you know, just to enjoy yourself. Don't put pressure, you know, not putting pressure on yourself or anything like that. Sorry, one sec. After the whole Sano thing, I just need a bit of totally, absolutely. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. I never quite understood when people go through really hard breakups and then they look for a rebound right after. With me, I'm very similar. Like I want some fun after some pain, but like something really serious, like jumping into another serious thing, or and not like things were like a serious thing. I mean, they were, but like a long-term thing after going through something that was really, really heavy. I think it's ideal, absolutely. Do the cool death thing. Yeah, I think, and I know some great places for you to go to. I've got on my mind right now two places I know you would love. I need a good laugh and fun company. And if I'm traveling to a new city, girl, how often I go to Paris a lot. You know that. Why am I not there when you're there? Damn. I would so, yeah, I would so try and be there. Um, but yeah, no, it's you will have a lot of fun, love, and yeah, there's always fun resources for connecting with folks whilst traveling. So yeah, and we just received a donation from Deb. Thank you, Deb, for your donation, love. Um, is this the same Deb? Yeah, it is. Okay, I was gonna say it because I didn't I've never seen your PayPal for. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Wendy Love. I am going to message you tonight with some fun places. And any other ideas that I come up with, I will absolutely suggest for you in Paris. That's so exciting. All right, Miss Mia. Mia, thank you for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question. Thank you. I also want to go to a jazz bar. Let me know if you know any in Paris. Um, I don't know of any. Oh God, I actually do, but it's a little hard to get into. David Lynch, rest in peace, owns it. It's called Silencio. It's not really a jazz. No, that's not a jazz bar. It's more like a just a private bar type thing. I'll ask around. I'll ask my Parisian friends if they what they know of jazz bars. Actually, one of my really good French friends loves jazz, so they would know for sure. Um, I like klezmer jazz. I could recommend some klezmer, but I don't know if you're into klezmer jazz. I want to know if anyone in love is coming towards me. And your birthday is September 25th, so you are a lovely Libra. Okay. Actually, one second. Just give me one moment. Okay. Let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is in the two. I want to know if anyone in love is coming towards me. Is anyone in is? How do I ask? Is anyone in love coming? How? Okay. Well, someone in love is going to come towards you, Mia. What time frame are we looking at? That's where I was like, how do I ask this? And like, do I feel hesitant about asking this? I'm like, oh, because someone is of course going to come to you in love in your life, but when, like, of course we're asking like, when will it happen next? So with that, I would need like a time frame, like in the next month or the next. No, you're all good. You're all good. Yeah, like next month or next within by the end of the year or. within the upcoming month. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Mia find love in the upcoming month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Mia find love within the next month? Within the upcoming month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is someone romantic coming towards Mia this month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Mia find someone in the upcoming month? Angels, messengers, and spirits. Will Mia find someone love in the upcoming month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Mia find love in the upcoming month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Mia find love in the upcoming month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Mia find love in the upcoming month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Mia find love in the upcoming month? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Mia find love in the upcoming month? And Mia, I gotta ask, are you currently dating in any way? And by when I say dating, I don't mean are you like going on regular dates? Well, kind of. Are you like on dating apps, or do you go to singles events? That's what I'm gonna call it now. Do you go to singles events, or do you put yourself out there? I guess is the question I'm asking before I pull the cards. We have Three of Pentacles reversed. Sorry about that. The Empress. Nine of Wands reversed. The Magician reversed. And Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay. All right. Yeah, you are... It's a possible possibility, Mia, because you are you really are a catch. I'm single, not dating or entertaining anyone, but I do go out from time to time. Okay, good. Yeah, Spirit is saying you are primed and ready for love. Spirit and cards don't tell me that all the time. Sometimes I have to tell people, like, there's some healing that needs to be done before you're going to want to move on or find someone new. No, you're the Empress, and anyone would be so lucky to be with you. But Spirit is actually saying, is saying that, while you do go out from time to time, it's either you need to do more of it or try a different angle. But this Three of Pentacles reversed and the Magician reversed, they're saying that you're not putting yourself out there enough. You're not shining your light as brightly as you should, in the sense that you're going out from time to time is great, but you need to be seen more. This isn't my opinion. This is just what I'm seeing here, and I do know that works. You know, it's just like finding a job or finding a house. Anything. The more you look, the more you have to vet from, and the more you announce to the world, like, hey, I'm single. I'm looking to mingle. I'm looking for the one. This is what I have to offer. This is what I'm looking for. You know. I know I'm guarded somewhat, but it's only because people are sharks out here. It can be scary. Yeah, I mean, there's sharks everywhere, girl. There are sharks everywhere for sure. I was talking about it earlier with one of my other clients, and there's online dating, there's offline dating. I mean, I think we've all experienced both, and there's definitely pros and cons to both. And you said that you're guarded. I see that here with this Nine of Pentacles reversed. In this guarding, sorry, no, Nine of Wands reversed. I'm like, Nine of Pentacles reversed. No, Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah, Nine of Wands reversed. Spirit is saying that it's time to put your guard down. The Nine of Wands, the traditional artwork, is a dude who is surrounded, like, is guarding himself. He's like ready for battle. He's like, he's guarded, he's protected, and he's ready to like defend himself and like keep himself like guarded, essentially, and protected. And I'm not saying let all your guards down. That's, we have to have some. But the wisdom of the Fool card is taking that leap of faith, knowing that you might get hurt, you might get stung if you do take that leap of faith, if you do take more leaps of faith. But if you don't take that leap of faith, yeah, you won't get stung, you won't get hurt, but you also won't find that love that you deserve and that's out there for you. I really wish that I could bibbity bobbity boo and just like match every person with the person they're supposed to be. Like I wish that people just showed up on our doorstep and it was like, oh, that's my knight in shining armor. But unless it's like just a super hot pizza guy, like, nah, it doesn't work that way, and you know that. We got to put ourselves out there. As empresses, got to put ourselves out there. And the emperors too. And yeah, this guard, these guards that you do have are preventing you from developing something at this time with a special person. But good Lord, girls, the potential's so ready. You are so primed and ready for love. Spirit really wants to see you with someone that makes you really, really happy and that you're very, very happy with. And I want to see that too. And it's 100% a possibility. They just want to see just a little more effort. I hate saying that. A little more work, I guess, because it is kind of work meeting someone sometimes. Shouldn't feel that way. If it feels that way, I guess shouldn't be that way. But it takes time, you know. It can take time vetting people, getting to know someone. And so yeah, putting yourself out there just a little bit more. And not letting all of your guards down, because that's no good. You gotta have some. But to put a couple of them, to let some of them down a little bit. Oops, sorry. And once again, I'm so sorry. Yeah, letting down some of those guards just a little bit. You do need to stay guarded in everything in life. But not too much, otherwise we can create blockages. It's, yeah, the wisdom of the Fool, taking that leap of faith and knowing you may get hurt, but you also may find love at the same time. You might find happiness at the same time. You likely will. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you. It's definitely a possibility. But the Empress too, also Mia, is delays may prove necessary. We asked if it was going to happen in the upcoming month. It could be it could be next month or the month after, but I do see it happening. Especially if you ramp up some efforts just a little bit more, not hugely, and analyze what guards you do have and which ones you can let go, and which ones are necessary to maintain. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for you, Miss Empress, the Empress Mia, who will have her Emperor for sure. She will find her Emperor. Oops. All right. Thank you again, Miss Mia. Deb, thank you for your donate. Please go. Oh, you wanted a full. Okay. Perfect. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. What is CB's current energy after earlier? I blocked him after him saying I'm the toxic one, and he confirmed again that I'm not his type. Okay. Oh, hey, Audrey! How are you, baby boy? I love you. My kitty cat's behind me. Maybe you guys can see him. Can you see this little buddy? Oh, you're so small. Okay, he didn't want to be on camera. He's not that kind of guy. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's and current energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's current energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's current energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's current energies towards Deb after their last conversation? He said, you know we're going to end up together, right? And you know I want you. Oh, God. He's that's scary. If someone said that to me, girl, that would scare me to the point where I would King of Swords them. I would, at that point, that's just... If he's thinking that delusionally, he may be thinking that because you're still talking to him. Maybe he's thinking, oh well, Deb's still talking to me because there's some shred of hope. You know what I mean? Because he's got that kind of brain on him. Angels, messengers, and spirits. What are CB's current energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's current energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's energies towards Deb after their last conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are CB's energies towards Deb after their last conversation? He's blocked because he can't apologize and explain why he said he didn't want me anymore the other day and that he was going back to his ex. Yeah. I don't, everything he says, I don't believe he's going back to his ex. He's trying to make you feel jealous. He thinks that he can do that. The guy's a mess. But he said have a good life too, and that he's no longer interested. Yeah, he still is, and he will continue being interested so long as you continue talking to him. I think that's a big that might be a factor here. We already know he's Delulu. That's part of this. And if he sees that you're still talking to him, like you said, you have a big heart and you feel for him, he might be taking that the wrong way. And he likely is, because he only sees things through his lenses, the way he ideally wants to see the world. King of Swords. What did I say earlier? I said if a guy said or did that to me, I would King of Swords him. King of Swords. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Four of Swords reversed. The Moon reversed. Strength reversed. Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, Six of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed, and Four of Cups. All right. He is reeling. Yeah, girl, I wouldn't, I know you're a sweetheart, I get it, but this is, yeah, at this point, he's not living in reality, and when you're not living in reality, you're playing games. He's not grounded with reality. So he feels that he's right. King of Swords is the keeper of knowledge and truth. And this is his truth. He believes that everything he's saying is right, and I think he believes that you're into him. He believes that there is absolute that there's something that there's. He believes that you do hold a torch for him, it's not, he knows it's not as strong as his is for you. I don't think you hold a torch for him, but you can tell me otherwise. But he thinks that you do. That's what he has deluded himself to believing that's his truth. And he is holding on to, or was, I don't know if he is at this time, but he was certainly holding out on oh, if we keep on talking, or if we start a business together, like coming up with any scheme just to get you to be with him. And Three of Swords, he is very, very heartbroken and disappointed. So maybe he is getting a little taste of reality here. You keep him blocked, and reality might actually digest that. Knight of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Swords, good Lord. Yeah, he can't stop thinking about you. It keeps him up at night. It gives him anxiety. He's just constantly thinking about you. He thinks of no one else. He's not going back to his ex. I mean, I know you don't care. I don't give a crap either. But I'll tell you that he's lying. He's trying to get a rise out of you like he always does. It's what he does. He holds a torch but treats me like a peasant. Yeah, exactly. And that's why that's honestly why I was asking, like why do you still talk, why do you still talk to him? Like, is he funny? Does he have funny things to say? Does he have like an interesting life that you guys can talk about? Share your guys' day? Like, is there anything positive in your guys' communication? Or is it like, because it just sounds like it's all him being just a huge jerk. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, he's not... He's really feeling scorned right now. And he actually might try to get back with his ex because he's so unhinged. And he probably still believes that might bring you back. He certainly has codependency issues, that I can tell for sure. So that could also be why he's saying he's going back to his ex. Like, first of all, why does he need to tell you that? Second of all, why do you go back to your ex? That's literally saying, because I couldn't have you, I'm gonna settle for second best. What does that spell? Exactly. I was gonna say, what does that say? That's codependency. He can't be alone. The guy can't be alone. So I take it back. He is probably gonna try and get back with his ex or someone, because the man can't be alone. And good riddance, and I feel bad for her. And she's an ex for a reason, you know? I'm sure she had her damn reasons. Four of Swords reversed. Six of Wands. Yeah, he can't pull away from you. He can't. Four of Swords upright is someone taking a step back and at least taking a break from someone, pulling away. When it's reversed, it's like he can't do it. Remember he said, she's not half as bad as me? Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that kind of stuff. If anyone ever said anything like, spoke to me like that, Deb, I would immediately cut them off. That stuff doesn't end. If people talk like that, like especially from the beginning, that only gets worse. It doesn't change. But he can't leave me alone. Yeah, he can't leave you alone because he's deluded himself into thinking that he's going to have some kind of victory with you with his Six of Wands. He won't stop until you stop him. You know? Because every time he talks to you, he thinks, oh, there is a chance. There is a reason why she speaks to me. And it's because she's into me. That's his thought. The Moon reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. Yeah, dude doesn't know what he's going to do from here. I don't know if it's going to be the ex he's going to run back to. I don't know if he's going to just try to find some other chick. I mean, who knows if the ex even wants him back? You know what I mean? Like, he can't admit he's in love. Yeah, and he can't admit that either. Like, how would he try being a gentleman and woo you? You know what I mean? Like, get in your good graces instead of speaking to you like garbage. His mind is warped. And he's in a very dark place, and he has been for a while, and his idea and concept of reality is severely warped, and has been for a very long time, most of his life. Ace of Wands reversed. He feels tossed aside. He can't stop envisioning it's two things. He's really into you and can't stop envisioning being with you. But another thing is I don't think he's used to being rejected. This is not something that's common for him. And he feels thwarted. He feels thwarted too. So he's being honest about being no longer interested. Oh no, he's still interested. He's still interested, but he's thinking of other ways. He claims he's doing me a favor. He actually is doing you a favor, Deb. If he's by going elsewhere and hopefully leaving you alone, that'd be doing you a favor. Not talking to him would be doing yourself a favor. Yeah, of course he's still in. You don't just get over people in one night. I don't think that anyone does. People will say, "Oh, I'm not into you anymore." Blah blah. That's That's deflection. That's anger. That's someone speaking out of their butt. Doing me a favor as giving me a chance. Oh, well, that's bullshit. That ain't no favor. That ain't no favor. No, that's no favor. Yeah, he feels like garbage. He feels like because you've rejected him and he's not used to being rejected, I don't want to say that he feels impotent, but because not literally, it's not like his thing doesn't work, but he feels like less of a man. He's feeling like, am I not attractive? Am I not desirable? Like, his self-esteem is in the toilet right now, and he's feeling very, not stable. Not stable, not strong, not confident, and he's brokenhearted. 3 of Swords, 4 of Cups. He is feeling the feels. I think that there's part of him that's realizing that this is likely not going to happen, but he still holds out. And my belief is he's still holding out because you're still communicating, and he sees that as oh, she, why else would she talk to me? Why else would she answer my calls if she didn't like me? Sorry, one sec. He wants me to beg him, and it's not happening. I'm sorry, what is going on here? You playing games, Deb? Why is Deb's not playing games? What's up? He wants me to beg him, and it's not happening. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And what are you saying there, Mikey? What's actually crazier is that he's in this live stream chat right now, Deb. What are you saying, Mikey? What's that? No, I know. I'm just questioning what Mikey was saying. I'm a little confused, and I kind of don't really like what he just said. Like, is he trying? I was, because if he's implying that he's CB or CB's in the chat, like, I don't, or that you're playing games, I don't understand that. Yeah, 4 of Cups, he's feeling a loss. The 4 of Cups is, he does recognize that he's not getting you, but he still holds on to this shred of delusional hope that there is some chance that he can that he can somehow coerce you, manipulate you into being with him. Mikey, I don't like your energy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say bye bye to you. I love and light to you. God bless. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that, Deb. Yeah, Delulu Hope. Delulu Hope. Yeah. And it's like a split between, like, there is this like this Three of Swords, this Four of Cups, that those are like lost, like you've lost someone, someone's lost someone. And but he's got this. Even if he was, I don't like that. I think that I don't like that energy. I'm sorry, Deb. That's just me, and it's my channel, and I just I just didn't like that energy. I normally am very welcome to people talking on the channel as long as they're polite and everything, blah blah blah. But that, if I was getting a reading and someone did that, that would mildly freak me out a little bit. Furthermore, it interrupted my reading, and then I got caught off. my attention span went out the door. So it's like, hey man, like, unless you're just talking to the girls in the chat, which you have been for 2 days, like, unless you want to be a part of the channel, that's fine. But, you know, don't just be plain, like, flirting and talking to girls on the channel and, like, not helping me when, like, I'm reading messages and trying to read. It's like, yeah. So yeah, the guy's Delulu. The guy is Delulu. CB is Delulu as hell, but he's still got this weird, not weird, it's just his truth, his warped mind with this King of Swords. It's his idea of the truth, his idea of reality is warped. And despite the obvious, you know, signs that you do not want to be with him, the one sign that shows that you might want to be with him is the communication, and that's what's misleading him, and that's where that split is. So of course, yeah, girl, I told you, don't just get over someone in one day. I mean, even if someone, like, you know, does something terrible to you, like, you know, someone that you're in love with or infatuated with, and they do something terrible to you, it's very rare that someone's just going to get over that infatuation immediately. I've never seen that happen. But what I have seen happen is people being thwarted by the object of their affections and saying things like, I'm not into you anymore, I don't want to be with you, I never wanted to be with you, or whatever the hell he said to you, all those things. You're actually the toxic one. He's deflecting because he's not getting what he wants. That's what's going on. But yeah, he's still infatuated. I wouldn't say that's a good thing. I mean, he's likely going to call you from another number. He's not going to stop until you put the kibosh on this, until you say, no, I'm not talking, I can't do this, I'm not going to be with you. So, like, because he clearly doesn't want just friendship. He can't handle that. If he was cool and just wanted a platonic friendship, you know, that's okay. Oh, sorry, love. Like, you know, if he just wanted to entertain, you know, just a friendship, that's cool. But he can't. He won't. You know, and it sounds like that's all you want. I don't even know if you wanted that from him. Possibly something platonic and not psycho, but it's either romance or nothing for him. I thought it was just business when he came back again. And he also, it's two things. It's romance or nothing when it comes to you. But he claims it's both romantic. It is. It's completely romantic. The just business thing was BS. That was, there's another factor here too. If he can't have you romantically, he wants to, he'll have you in any, he would I don't want to say he'd have you in any capacity in his life, but that's what he was trying to do to get you to reel you back in. Started with the business thing. And then he things didn't work out, and he started saying hurtful things. And I told you that and you were like, well, why is he saying these hurtful things if he likes me so much? And I said, well, it's like if he feels so thwarted that it's like if he can't have you, it's like if he can get a rise out of you and say something that he knows that you will respond to, even if it's negative, if it's negative energy, he wants your energy in his life. But he can only have this for so long. You know what I mean? The just having you just for the sake of having you in his life. I blocked him tonight, but I know it's not over. It's over if it's up to you. If you want it to be over, it's over. It's in your hands. You know, he will likely call you from another number. I can almost guarantee it. He's gonna try and contact you again, and you can choose to not answer, or you can answer. You know, but it's really in your hands. Yeah. So yeah, it's all or nothing with him. And it's all or nothing, and it's like, and if there's nothing, it's like I just want to get a rise out of her. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the next time he does call you, he's just trying to get a rise out of you because he can't have you. Exactly. Who could play along with that? Of course they don't. Your dad, I remember your dad said he's not the one. He's loco. Like, no. And when parents don't approve, you know, they know us the best. They want what's best for us. They know what good partners are and how they want their daughter to be treated. Of course they wouldn't approve of him. No. He's not worth it. He's not worth it, and he's not going to change. He's only going to get worse. If you did decide to go forward with him for whatever reason, take that leap of faith, it would only get worse. Like, this guy's a whole balloon of red flags. Red balloons with red flags inside of them. My dad was proud that I didn't settle. Yeah, that would be settling. Absolutely. I'm sure he has some good qualities. Obviously, you know, you started talking to him. There was something that drew you to him. But the bad definitely outweighs the good, you know? So, yeah. Ay, vey. I'm sorry you've been going through this, Deb, but yeah, some people just aren't right in the head, and we can't make sense of it. You know, it's because there is no sense. The guy's senseless. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. And he said that you dodged a bullet or something, or he like gave you a chance or it was, I don't know. I forget what you said, but it was like something along the lines of like it was a great opportunity for you to be with him. And I thought you were saying like it was a good opportunity for him to not be with you. I'd rather try again with my ex. Or with somebody new. Deb, you know? I don't know your ex and or maybe you have asked about your ex, but and I don't know how that would. He thinks I'm the toxic one that he's giving a chance to. Gotcha. Deflection. It couldn't be farther from the truth. That's reverse. He's so toxic. And yeah. You're not giving him a chance, but you do talk to him, and I think he's thinking that that's a chance. I know he's thinking that. Yeah. My ex has shown growth, and he's never treated me like this. Okay. Yeah. Maybe it's not closed between you and your ex, and I don't know how long it's been since you guys have been apart, but yeah, if he's shown growth, then that wouldn't be something bad to entertain. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Deb. I appreciate you, love. And I really hope I brought you clarity to that situation, and very complex situation. But you got this, love. You got this, and you know who and what you deserve, the type of man that you deserve, that you have in your life. I mean, and you don't have, yeah, well, I would love it if you did, but I'm not the boss of you. You know, I tell you, I mean, I can't tell y'all what to do, but if it were me, I would just end it now, because it's only gonna get worse, you know. And you're a beautiful young woman. You have so much to offer, and there's so many people on this planet. Like, what is it, 8.5 billion? You'll find a good guy. Not just a good guy, but a guy that's totally not unhinged, like not unhinged in the slightest. All right, so we have been on, okay, I've been on for a little over 2 hours, so I'm gonna do last call tonight. If anyone has any lingering questions, or a question that they didn't get to ask tonight, now would be the time. You're so welcome, Deb. You are so welcome, love. You got this. You got this. You have the upper hand. Always have. You always have. In this situation, for sure. And you have a lovely rest of your night, and good start to your week tomorrow, on Monday. Last call, everybody, for any and all donations. If you got a question, please let me know, and I can help you out. I will likely not be on tomorrow. I can almost guarantee I won't be on tomorrow. I might. I'll try, but it's likely I will not. Last call, everybody, tonight for any and all donations. Thank you so much. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you. Last call tonight. All donations, thank you. Last call tonight for any and all donations. Thank you so much. Last call, thank you. Last call. All right, it looks like everybody is taken care of tonight, and that is so good. Thank you all so much for such a lovely evening, and I will likely see you on Tuesday. I'll do my best to see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Bye.